Hey, you guys, you people over there on BookishFriends. I am Ke-sha, and my channel on here is a Forsaken 707, and somewhere I guess there will be a link. So today, this week's topic is lending books, and I have a lot to say. We're going to start with a little story. Yes, for those of you who don't know me, a little bit of a long-winded. So, way back when, in high school, that was like my epitome of when I lent people books. People, like, I was excited to do it. I was all happy and chipper. It was like a fairy tale. Once upon a time, Ke-sha lent books. And then Kesha started not getting these books in back in condition or at all, and some people not even paying for them. So yeah, just a whole bunch of sucks. Okay, people. So started limiting the people who we lent books to, and even some friends are kind of like, um, so no, just no more lending books these days. So then but then I tried like to write down everyone who had a copy of a book, because all the time I didn't remember, because I thought, hey, I'd remember who I gave this book to. Sometimes it took me like a week to remember, like seriously. So, and then, tried to make a list, tried to make them give it back, because it's always uncomfortable when you have to have that conversation when someone's had a book for like a month or two, and it's like a 200-page book, and you're just like, can I have my book back now? And they're like, I'm still reading it. Oh, or haven't had time to get to it. And you're just like, no, no, I need my book back. See, what I've done is devise a little, at that point in time, devise a little how to ask for it. So how's the reading going? Oh, you know what? I need to reread that book, or someone else needs to read it. So can I have it back, and then I'll give it back to you in the space of never. Well, you don't say those last words, but that's what you do to kind of get your book back. Or you could just go out with the open front approach. Can I please have my book back? I need it. You haven't read it, and I would like it back now. But I prefer to go with the underhanded way. Okay, I would love to reread this book because I just got the new book in the series, so I need it. And then never give it back to them. Never give it back to them, people. Just saying. But yeah, so these days I don't tend to lend as many books as I did in high school. Learned my lesson. I still try to do the whole, making a list to see who has what and where, but not for how long, because usually the people I let borrow it are close. Like, I have one friend who borrows my books constantly. She's the only person besides one or two of my aunts and occasionally my sister, who borrows my books. And so yeah, and she takes pretty good care of them. And if something were to happen to befall the book, she would replace it, and that's good enough for me. The same goes with my aunt. If something happens to the book, I know she would replace it as well. And then, of course, that moves on to something different when you have DVDs. But we're not going to get on this subject because it's books. So I like people. I would like to let people borrow more of my books. That's how I feel. But on the other hand, I I get rage. I get blind red rage when people mess up my books that you borrow. This is a thing. Like, one person gave me back a book after months and months and months without a book cover. Do you know how angry that made me? No. I gave you a book, a clean, pristine book while we're at it, and you gave me a book battered and bruised, and I can't even cover it because you lost the dust jacket. Like, what is wrong with you? See, the rage that is coming through me right now. Like, like, seriously, just no. Just no. So I no longer let people borrow books, really, unless they're a close friend. And occasionally, once in a while, I may give someone a book that I don't really know, like a friend of a friend, but that's only if I'm planning to rebuy that book. Like, I had a copy of Christopher Rice's book. I forgot which one. It was like his first book that he had, and like the pages were kind of falling out, and I had taped it back together. And it was a paperback, and I knew I was gonna rebuy it and get it in hardcover. So I let the person borrow it, never expecting it back. That's how I am. So, yeah, guys, I would love to know, even though you probably already answered a little bit, what are some of your book buying policies? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you would like to come follow me over at my channel, please come so you can listen to more long-winded descriptions of things that I have yet to do videos on. And I will see you guys later. Bye.